think we're live. So, just a moment, guys. Once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my live stream. Today it's August 5, 2023. The time is around 7:52 p.m. in the evening. How are you guys? We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And before we proceed to the game, of course, we will share first our live stream in Facebook. So, just a moment, guys. Okay, let's share first our live stream. Here we go. Okay, let's proceed to the main screen. Yan. Hello guys. And start muna tayo habang sasabay. Mali yung sinend ko. So, umayos tayo ng ating overlay in a few minutes lang. So, yan po. Hello guys. Yung camera natin. Wala yung picture na na-remove background ng Prism Live kaya wala. Main screen na tayo. Background pa tayong kwarto. So how are you guys? And as you can see, I am still sharing the live stream. So so please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe po sa ating Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitch. We are live in both 3 platforms. Okay, we're done sharing our Facebook page. Now let's proceed on checking in the in our YouTube page, YouTube channel. I mean. So as you can see, ilan na ipon natin? 76. And right now, we're gonna proceed. Nawala yung map. I mean yung task. May dito siya. So let's proceed to path through the storm. Tayo. So that's the area. We're going to Sumeru. Inazuma. Yes, Inazuma. Here we go. Inazuma. Yeah. Wala kang taka sa akin. Geo.
Too slow.
Uy, that's the barcode. So this is it. Go to the Alcor meet with Beidou. So akal pa tayo. Siyempre hindi na. We're gonna use Kaya. Kaya. Oh no. Wala siyang land na nakaapakan. Isa siya pala. Saan ba nakakita ko? We're going to fly, guys. Here it is. Nalunod. Akala ko malulunod. This is the area where we are going to Jetlands. Yes, Jetlands. Hindi ko makakakyat. Tapos proceed there, go! Wala, it's not moving. It is not moving. Why? It is not moving.
Dodge this!
Okay, we're gonna have to put an ice. So that's the boat of Beidou, guys. It's really cool. Ganda ng mga design talaga nila.
Freeze!
Malapit na yung 4.0, yung meron ng hydro, aircon.
Cool it!
Yan, chill lang tayo, guys. Sana wag kayong mainip.
Freeze!
Mag-ice na tayo muna. Ay,
Dodge
sayang,
this!
malapit na naman. So let's try.
The wind rises.
Yan, malapit lang. And then mag-swim na tayo konti. Abot na tayo dun. Basta may enough stamina tayo para yan, dito tayo sa may paddle. Here we go. And we are right here. The problem next will be
Behold!
hey, we landed. Who the heck are you? Nakakyat na agad ako eh. You're a traveler, what are you doing there? Looking for Captain. Does she look like she's someone you just called? Wala silang ano, sound. So babasahin pa natin. Alright, alright. What's all the ruckus? Genshin. These troublemakers snuck in here, said they're looking for, well, they're up for no good. Alright, stop scaring people. Any old how. Forgot to scold you. I, I'd like to go to Inazuma. By ship? Yes, of course. You'd best see the captain yourself. Just board. Okay. Anchored here for a quiet while due to her orders. Okay. So inantay tayo ni Baido, probably. Baido is been waiting. Where are you at, Baido? So there are. Oops. Yes, at last. Who's this guy?
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Paimon.
I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes,
The star.
the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Oh, really?
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze,
Introducing
would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a
Kazuha.
line or two of
So
poetry?
they have a name and a surname.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay,
same with
then.
the-
Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a
Hazel.
chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to
Pirate
pass
type.
this
It's a pirate
opportunity up
type.
too easily.
I don't think.
Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking
cryo
part to
type.
showcase their talents.
Cryo type na siya, pero
There are
red na ka
two
ng
important
dress.
rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just
Yes,
people
martial
taking part
arts.
for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Ah, like a chip.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Oh, what's
Supplied by
that?
myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
What? What is that
Is
though?
there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains.
Oh.
As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep.
Inherit,
And the way
okay.
I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the
Heritage.
gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
Talent.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat.
Yeah.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
What?
Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
Really? Yes.
What's
think
wrong with
so.
that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest.
Another side quest for
Kazuha and I
us.
will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Is revealed. Okay, we have no choice left but to go back. So this is Kaidehara Kazuha. So probably he is a Kairo type. I cannot zoom out. Why? I hear this. You can zoom in and check. There's no element indication. Hey there. Animo. Okay. Kaidehara Kazuha. And if we check Kaidehara Kazuha, probably he's a 5-star. As long as there is a first name, yes, Kaidehara Kazuha. Okay, a sword. A 5-star. And from Inazuma, the Crux of Nation, Animo. I'm wondering Samurai. Samurai from Inazuma, who is currently with Lewis Crux Fleet. So Crux is the leader of Crux is Beidou. So others only have name, while others have a full name.
Too slow.
Too slow. Really, I am too slow. Let's go. Maybe I think that is quite far. Yep. I prefer na let's give it around here. Yep, here it is.
Squall and Fury.
Here we go. And
Quit following me.
if we run out of stamina, we'll use our skill
The wind rises.
and boost our movement. What is that? What is
Quit
he?
following me.
Proving strength.
Surge forth.
Okay, we are near. Near. Maybe.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
Oh, so
Beidou said that they had to be renowned fighters.
renowned fighters.
Who will we be up against?
Let's check. Uncle Yon.
Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
Crocs Clash. Okay.
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who
galit.
turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah. You're, maybe
Yeah,
you're-
we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Huh. Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You...
Nonsense.
Nonsense! Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
Oh, really?
They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the
Shout
big
out to
guy pulled out a
Hakono
knife.
Kishinami. Thank you for the rocks in our Facebook
I stood
page.
my
Thank you
ground,
so
of
much.
course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out
Happy
completely
streaming.
unscathed,
Thank you,
of course,
Hakono. Thank
but
you.
the
Shout
fact
out
remains
sa'yo.
that I did manage
Good
to
evening, good
subdue the
evening.
both of them and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Grabe yung trash talk ah. Yung trash talking niya at early ah. Before we never start yet ah.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills.
Honing your
That's what our
skills.
master taught us.
Honing. Okay.
But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision,
Exactly.
we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This
Oh,
master of
really?
yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous?
Are they
He's
someone
the
famous?
founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be
see.
a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and
fu.
countless
Wing
other clans
Chun.
have borrowed extensively from him. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch.
What?
For
Really?
example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Weh.
It sure is,
Ingat.
but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and
Ingat.
we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
Gist.
If we don't start making progress
think
soon,
gist is
we'll
some
probably
kind
run
of
out of money to
summary,
pay the
summary?
tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a
Skill?
tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under
Here
him
we
directly
are.
all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly
It can't hurt to
correct.
try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history.
Go
Folks will
down
come
in
from far and
history.
wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena!
Chaye. Chaye. And I think this is the last guy, or the last competitor. Here is Jinju.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Good clash.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Puzzle.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain.
Perfect person.
I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks.
Weh.
I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing.
What's
A
that?
vision.
Oh, really?
You have so much self-confidence.
So confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
Oh no.
I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Oh really?
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Jeez. So are we going to fight them?
So, to recap,
Or maybe-
we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Average.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Zuhan. Okay, sorry, I interrupt.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion,
Yeah,
huh? All right, you're signed up.
Parang napilitan.
Next, please. What's your name?
I am the traveler.
Wait, aren't you?
Yes, this is...
Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
No, it's not really them. It's
Huh?
really me.
Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Right, it's pouring.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
Oh no, without visions.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face
hello.
off against all sorts of monsters,
Tabendra
even the
daw-
Fatui, and always come out on top.
Daw
Yep, he
Badil?
still doesn't have a vision,
Hello, bro.
though.
Hello.
See for yourself.
Sorry if I pronounce...
My apologies. I didn't
hopefully
mean to
that
be
I
rude.
pronounce your...
I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no
username
reason
right.
to lie.
Please correct me if
Now,
I'm wrong.
could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got
Thank you so much for the
defeated the
comment.
ancient god
Shout
Osile,
out
so
in
that's
our
one.
YouTube page.
Do you have any others?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm
not
Terror
limited to.
Dvalin and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa!
Might as
That's
well
nice.
declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Oh no.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament
Wow,
and
so this
claim
is
the
the
grand
item.
prize, namely,
A
a
vision.
vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
What?
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
Oh,
But
no.
why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Yes,
I
yes,
see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
yes, yes.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
There isn't your form.
Hey, so
What do you mean though?
Paimon's thinking about that whole
Where
no
is-
vision bearers rule in this
Where
tournament.
is your form?
Even though you don't have a vision,
What do you mean
most
by form?
people in
Where is your
Tibet
form?
think that you can't manipulate the elements
What
without
form?
one.
I don't know what you. I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
Paimon thinks you probably
Can
shouldn't
you
use your
elaborate it
elemental
further?
abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, It should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
Okay, so there is an action.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Oh, there is an arena. Okay, there is an arena. Oh no. Okay, so this guy.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
So I'm using a sword while
You?
our competitor
You're the hero they're talking about?
just using
Ugh.
his
How am I supposed to win now?
yeah. Level 75.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Okay, what's next?
Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Is that already? What? Okay. So where is Vado? Okay. Where's your form?
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He
Kazuha?
totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint,
Today
as
not
if to
coming
protect the
where
opponent from serious harm.
At today
Well,
not coming.
I fought my fair share of battles, both big
I
and
really-
small.
I don't
And I
understand.
say,
I don't
after the
understand
show he
your
put on just
comment.
now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in
Today
there.
not coming where
Can't you
what?
spare a word or two
really
to
don't understand.
congratulate our
I'm
up-and-coming
very sorry,
champion?
I don't understand what you
All
mean.
right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
Praise.
You fought well.
Oh.
Ah, all right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liua's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want
Everyone
you
not
wasting all your
coming.
energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be
Everyone
itching
not
to fight
coming.
someone in your league too,
I really
right?
don't understand.
So,
what you're saying.
I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
And adjust the comment.
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how
Fix the
Captain
comment
Beto
so that
works.
it'll be much
You
easier
won't
for us.
persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the
Who's
semifinals
everyone?
anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in semi-final is finally
We're
decided.
finally here, folks. The
Yes.
real show is about to begin.
Semi-finals na.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals.
Many rounds.
This
So
makes him a
easy.
seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Okay, here we go. Who's that? Going to fight though. Okay, we're gonna have to talk to Suhan. Here we
Your
go.
opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Dark
I do
horse.
not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
It's okay.
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
Follow me. Okay, here it is. The battle. Also, this is
At
wrong, so
last,
level
the
90.
moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Here we go. Oh. It's about to attack. medyo madaya tayo. May weapon tayong dala. Kanya wala.
It's a fury.
There. Rongshi. Thank you, Rongshi, for the fights.
Pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Thank you
I
so
need to
much.
train harder.
You're welcome.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Oh,
But mine never came. I lost interest eventually.
I see.
You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Yes, thanks so much for that. So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Extremely cool.
So don't get too cocky.
Okay, thank you for the heads up.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to...
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Oh,
I myself was eliminated in the third round.
oh, I see.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Okay, so rise up again to another one.
The wind rises.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingsheng clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Oh no.
I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
And
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
they do.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that
Commendable.
you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and manage to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
Okay.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The
Okay.
ground beneath your feet,
What do you heard?
and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Yep.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style.
Oh,
As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form.
I see.
It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've
Scared?
bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I
Quieter,
haven't
shall
properly
we?
introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
From Mondstadt.
Such
How did you
impressive
know?
feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Yep.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
So I'm going to find.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
That's a little too far. Oops. So I didn't get the animal here. Geo animal. Okay.
Behold!
You're giving me an idea. Ah, why? I used the skill to
The wind rises.
fly. Nice. So that is the special skill of really effective when you really want to, you know, fly a little. Nice. So with the use of this skill, it's a really advantage for us. There you go. So where is our target? There. Okay.
Swan Fury!
Swollen Fury. There you go. Fly. Again, double effect. CEO of GG. Injan ho? Hindi po. Medyo Injan ba? No, I'm a Filipino. I'm a Filipino. Kaihara Kazuha. Here we go. We're going to
Now
talk
that
to-
we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter.
Cut
You are
part.
skilled in manipulating the
Elements.
elements. And not just a single
But multiple,
element,
is that correct?
but multiple. Is that correct?
Yes.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
And shout out to CEO,
That's right.
CEO of GG.
If the other contenders were to
I,
catch wind of your elemental
pronounced that right.
abilities, let's just say
CEO or CEO?
it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Yep. It's a fair.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
How? Okay.
Bow your head! Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Behold!
Let the show begin.
Dodge this!
Tibay itong mga slime na to.
Get back! Freeze! Dodge this!
I'll protect us.
Cool it!
Another set.
Don't get frostbite.
Another set of enemies. Okay, here we go.
I taste blood.
Blood damage. Incredible jump is right there. Here we go. Keep it going.
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Come on, we can do it.
Dodge this.
Last guy. You're almost there. Yep, we're done.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your
Animal
own?
type.
Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Dangerous flora. There are mutated plants in this world. Oops. Or what is made of?
Why isn't he here yet?
Oh no.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Traveling hero.
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Oh no.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
Oh no, they steal the
Traveler,
prize.
come with us.
The challenger stole the prize.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Yep.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Let's go. Okay, that's the area.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
A wind current. So it's a good to be harbinger.
Behold!
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
Oh no, that hurts a lot.
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Let's freeze! 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 Squall Fury!
Get back!
So let's knock him down.
I got carried. Cool it!
Grabe yung damage sa atin. It hurts, you know.
The wind rises.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
Fade the
I had
flagger.
even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Yep. It's a prank.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
Yep.
I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
Oh no.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
Tinakot.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Oh no.
What are you trying to do? Freeze!
Malakas ba to? Yung tuloy lang yung kanyang...
Cool it. Yeah, this moment will be frozen in time.
Here we go. Gonna freeze there, right there. Until I lower your HP.
Unsightly insects.
Bang! Low damage though.
Freeze!
Really fucks out with that.
Here's something special. Cool it.
Some damage.
Just a temporary setback.
Setback.
No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be
I'll be
reawakened.
right back, guys. I'm gonna get
From
some
the
food
moment
first.
he stole the vision,
I'm gonna,
I decided to use him
off
for this
my camera
experiment.
muna.
I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness.
Oh no! Electro!
In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Cryo type C.
All right
Kazuha.
then,
Animo.
it's time we returned.
Animo type Kazuha. Okay, Dehara Kazuha. Hopefully that I will unlock Kazuha soon. Let's go.
Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Okay. Teleported. Yep, teleported. Oops, we're lagging. There's no one in here. Forest arena. We're already in the forest arena. What are we going to do now? Bowwin is busy. So we won't be able to proceed to the eliminated beast. So we're going to check them out. Nope, there's no. I guess we're gonna proceed to the next mission. Character is currently involved in the other quest. Okay. How about the story quest? Shadow in the Past, the Master of Gcash. So we will go to the Shadow of the Past, probably featuring the story of Jin. Jin! How are you, Jin? Few minutes. Hey.
Squall Fury!
Teleported flying. Hello, Jean.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy.
Yes, I'm busy.
To make a long
Very
story
busy.
short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority.
Okay,
I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
Okay,
The
close deal.
Fatui? Again? Oh, but who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
Yes.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
Wasted.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan!
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Where are we going next? Where are we going next?
The wind rises. Quit following me.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Pum 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 pararara. With the expedition. Expedition is done, guys.
Behold!
For the former aristocratic city.
The wind rises.
There's the aristocrat. Being in this area. Yep, maybe that will die.
Too slow.
He's looking at the walls.
Who are you?
Hello! We're here too!
Hello? What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
The wind rises.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. the Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the
Here we go again. And we're going to fly.
Squall Fury.
Here we go. We're going to climb. Oh no, it's fighting a Fatui.
The Fatui? What are they doing here?
What are
Is
they
that why
doing?
Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Buti lang medyo, medyo di ganong kalakasan sila guys.
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go!
I must collect myself. Looks like I went too far. The wind rises. You need to hurry up. Freeze! Oh, so sorry. This was well proved.
Let's dance.
Fault. Dodge this. Through.
Oh no, reinforcements are coming.
Let's end this quickly.
Squall Fury.
I will end you. Freeze.
Okay.
Press the die. Cry louder.
Yeah. Yes.
This is.
What? Is that Eola? Introducing Eola, the story of Eola.
Yeah!
Lawrence clan. Eola, introducing Eola.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
Nope.
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Very good.
Okay.
Speech and etiquette. Speech and etiquette.
Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
I don't have any damage right there. Oh. I don't have any damage right there. Wow. I'm going to fly fast.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you.
What?
Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
What?
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
At last. May pa-explain pa siya eh.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me?
Bow your heads.
Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Another...
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
He's gonna find someone else.
Squall and Fury!
You there, lowly toiler. you stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Quit following me.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point, but mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
Akala may iwan si Paimon. Biglang nag-teleport ah.
It's alright. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragon Spine.
What? We're going to Dragon Spine? Oh no, it's a cold place. Yep, it's a cold place. It's a very cold place.
Fundamentally speaking, there's little difference between snow and rain. Yet people lavish praise
with Charming.
I can't wait any longer!
Behold!
It's so cold! Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched in... That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. It'll be difficult at... Remember, you...
Swallow Fury! Search for it! Huh.
Easy. Oh, where are we going?
The wind rises! Swallow Fury!
That won't do.
No.
You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Oh no. Why is it so hard now?
It'll be difficult at first. Remember.
The wind rises. Search for it.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Malapit na yun eh. Bumangga pa.
It'll be difficult. Remember.
Skip button sana.
That won't do.
Anyari?
You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Oh man!
It'll be difficult. Remember.
Behold! Too slow.
At last. Kala ko
Not
malapit na
bad.
yun lang pala eh.
A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun.
Oh no.
The scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me. Let's proceed.
The wind rises.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Boba, get them! You're toast!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Pip, into the fire! Boba, get them!
Here we go.
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Nice and spicy!
Unsightly insects. Squall Fury.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Nice and spicy!
You failed this time. What a shame.
Why?
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again. You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Come on! We can do it! Nice and spicy!
Almost there sana yun. Dalawa pa lang yun, hirap na. Oh.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and spicy!
You failed this time. What a shame.
Yan,
But
hirap.
not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Cry louder.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
failed this time.
Ah.
What a shame.
Why?
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Boba, get them!
Maybe an armor. Put some armor to...
You failed this time. What a shame.
Ready when you are.
I will protect you. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Nice and spicy! I must leave no...
You failed this time.
What?
What a
How
shame.
did I freeze?
But
May
not to
armor
worry.
ako.
It's just training after all. Let's try again. You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy! Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
At last, yun na pala. Spam lang pala.
Well done.
Yabang may
Your
wonder.
performance was most impressive. And
Swerte
you
lang,
managed
swerte
to
rin
remain
yung under
calm even in
natin.
these
Kaso
grueling
wala pang
dragon spine
constellation.
surroundings.
Shout out kaya ko no from
I'm
our
starting to wonder if
Facebook. Thank you
even
so
I
much.
could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little
Sabi ko,
left for me to
nahirapan
teach
tayo
you.
dun.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is
Sumakit
our
ulo ko. Paano
specialty.
yun ah? Nahirapan tayo sa ano.
So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragon Spine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress
Oh
at all.
no.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for Now, drink.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing?
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off.
Vengeance should know no bounds, you know. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him.
Oh guy,
I already have
hello.
something in
Shout out
mind.
sa'yo. Wow.
Let's pay Sarah a
Thank
visit
you.
at Good Hunter.
Okay, at last. Woo! It's kinda hard to finish this task. Oh, so we are done. We're gonna switch our characters first. Yep. Excuse me. That is Barbara.
We can do this!
To boost our movement speed. Movement speed. Go. Barbara. It's me, Mori. Hello. Good day. Mori, how are you? Shout out sa'yo.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
Eula.
Again, Amber.
So this is the
Just
quest of
bound to run
Eula,
into
guys.
you these days.
Well, I just got back and
So
was
I'm gonna
thinking
end my
about grabbing
stream
a bite
at
at Good
around
Hunter.
10 p.m.
But
guys.
now that you're
It's
here,
almost 2
why
hours
don't we
of
all eat
gameplay na po.
together?
I need to rest
Very well.
also.
It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Okay, nice.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
Yep.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
Yola story
The
quest.
old
Yes
aristocrat
po.
seemed to take a liking to it.
Kasi hindi ako
Because of the
ma-proceed sa
sour flavor
Archon
of the
quest.
sauerkraut, not too
So,
many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over
Dumaan mo na
time.
ako. Nag-side quest na lang muna ako.
Eula
Hindi ako
treated me to the
ma-proceed sa
dish
main
once,
quest.
and I
Papunta
couldn't
sana ako sa
even finish
Inazuma.
a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
Dapat pala
fine when you're
full
just joking
para,
between
para
us,
kay
but I'm
Zhongli,
afraid
pero
our honorary
okay na
knight
si
might
Wonder para may
misunderstand you. Eula's
may
always
DPS
talking about
ka.
vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
Sa bagay pang
But I am
shield lang naman
serious,
si Zhongli.
and I'll remember
pang
every
support nakita ko rin
transgression
yung
committed
build.
against me.
May nag-post sa,
It's
ano,
no
sa
wonder so many
community.
people dislike you.
Kay Wonder na
Starting to
build na
realize
support
that
ko si,
Eula
ano,
is
si
actually a
Zhongli.
very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say
Kasi si
something nice.
Faruzan, nan. Yan daw yung main
Listen,
support ng
you've
ano
never been
ng
labeled as a
Wonder.
social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
Faruzan is a
So
cryo
that's
type.
why
I
you
think.
wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
After an awkward pause, everyone resumes.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
Oh no.
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two
Sana
went alone.
all OP sa
yes.
Genshin.
Please do remember to pick
Ha?
up the
Di
dish from
ako OP
Sarah.
sa Genshin. Wala
I
lang may
still have more
pinanood lang ako sa,
recon to
ano,
do in the
sa
wilderness.
community. Chinek ko
Well,
lang.
until next time.
Kaya di mo na
Let's
redeem
meet
yung
again.
code kahapon.
What an
Yun nga,
interesting
kahapon,
bunch you
Hindi
are.
ako nakapag-live. Medyo late na ako ata. Hindi nga ako naka-live. Tapos di na ako nakalaro ata kahapon. Parang slight lang na ano. What's this? Did I unlock another constellation? We have 3. For anime, okay. May dalawa na lang. Vortex. Okay, next. Okay, you still get back in here. Gotta talk to Sarah.
Here, the Gebratenes Fleisch mit sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot. Otherwise, the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa! So both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
Manlock lang yung Inazuma makapag crash ako na level kay Wanderer.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Here we go, let's go. So we're gonna talk to... Where is he? Outside of Springvale. Gumagala si Uncle. Yo, happy streaming. Thank you, Akono. KA6 in our friend. Yan. Kapag farm ka ng artifacts, sabihin mo lang ako para matulungan kita. Malapit ka na matapos. Yan. Sana nga. Kaso may next, diba? May next na story na naman.
Squall and Fury!
Is he right here? Yep, correct. May Hydro Arco na next na season ba yun?
But there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Okay, let's go.
This guy thinks so highly of himself.
It's an honor to stand before you here. Before I go further, I wish to impress my will or resistance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright.
Very bright.
And compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Huh? Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Partake?
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself to see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Oh, na mahuli natin si
Do you think his friends are the Fatui?
Yeah, probably the Fatuis. Happy stream. Okay, yo.
Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Malakas to si Akuno eh. Yun no, grabe. AR-60. Tapos yung malakas na si Ganyu. Weapons. Wow! The Amos bow. Artifacts na. Yan, level 20 lahat. Sheesh! Anak na pula, laki na. Ay, hindi pa laki. So, level 10 lahat. 20 lahat, oh. Elemental burst. No, level 20 lahat, oh. Sheesh.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Sa kanya si Tinary. Level 90 lahat, max out lahat.
It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Right. Ay, nakakahayawag may Nakita ko na. Ayan, okay. We need to fight a Fatui. So I guess we cannot fight with our Animo kasi hindi pa siya malakas. Natin ata siya ma-upgrade. Check natin. Upgrade, kulang pa. Kailangan pa to sa Inazuma. Ayan, kaya di ko siya ma-upgrade. So probably we're gonna use...
This will be interesting.
So this is our main. Hydro and Cryo. Okay. Bababa. Kaya natin to siguro. Wow, first time ko makakita ng Triple Crown Raiden. Sabi mo, lakas nga si Akuno. Unang friend ko ata si Akuno nun eh.
Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
Sheesh, level 90 lahat.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
It's Fatui. Strawberry.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough.
So you cannot
Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
Fatui?
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
But come here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Kita yung mask, Kita yung mukha. Hindi nila maano. Si Traveler lang mismo yung may mask.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the...
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all. For now.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Wait, he's running.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
All you got? Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Get back! I see through you.
Right, man. It's the
You can't run. Well,
let's dance.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Cool it. That all you got? It's in this quickly.
Don't push your luck.
Freeze. This is bad. You can't run. Well, miscalculated.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this.
Huh? Door is open. Let's go.
Door is open. Let's run.
Is that you?
What? Yolet's already here?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Vengeance.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Oh no, we have to recover the diagram. Why? Okay, we can use Aeola. Yes, tama nga si ako, no?
I condemn you!
Long press. Baka basic at yung...
Crush!
Okay. Yung long press, parang heavy attack na siya.
Rack and ruin!
With cryo element. Wait. Basic attack. The same with cryo element pa rin. Run! Okay. Wala.
Booba, get them! Race you! Let the show begin.
Yeah, we are burning, but we have a healing potion.
They're here! Stop them!
Okay, let's check. Okay, tama. Energy. Meron kang
more speed.
Cryo.
Crush!
Mabilis yung kanyang basic attack.
Finally, some quiet.
Naka-Geo siya. Time to heal for the burnout.
Let's dance.
Must counterattack. Cool it.
Beg for mercy.
Heavy attack tayo.
Eye for an eye.
Okay. Pag heavy attack may may parang iceberg. Iceberg. Tama ba? Check natin ulit. Oh, princess na may... Oh no.
Crush!
Booba, get them!
Maybe I go focus on this one.
I'll protect us.
You can't run!
I condemn you!
Oh, parang meron.
Get out of the frying pan!
Dodge this! Don't be a killjoy! Don't push your luck!
Come on, we can do it!
Run! Freeze! That all you got? Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I see through you!
Shut up!
You can't run!
Kami na corner tayo dito.
Booba! Don't hit me!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. I miscalculated this.
Eat this!
Crush!
Attack!
More speed.
But it's
Freeze to the core.
Freeze! This one's well done. Get back! You need to hurry up. Dodge this. Unfortunate fall.
Shut up.
Last. Oh! How did... So low.
into the fun!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Let's dance!
Right there.
Go, Barbara, go!
Unahin natin siguro ito, no?
Cool it!
No slacking off! That really hurt! You're toast!
Freeze!
La 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 la!
Not breaking a sweat!
Let the show be...
Vengeance will be
Clear
mine.
sa kanila. Parang meron, no?
No slacking off!
Tagal nila pa tumahin. Ito pa tayong healer nila. And then take down. Siguro yan ang unang target natin. Kanina pa eh, walang bawat eh.
Dodge this! This bullet will be frozen!
Camera natin.
Booba, get them! Let's dance!
Shudder.
Cool it!
Nice and spicy!
Freeze!
Beg for mercy.
Ganda na yung ano. Wala, nag-heal ulit. Wala.
Booba, get
Sige
them!
ba naman ito?
This is trouble.
Nice and spicy!
Send this quickly!
Flood of frost. Shudder.
Last ng defeat na rin. Sige ba?
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Booba, get them!
Beg for mercy.
I take it. Oh!
Oh no. Second death na naman niya. Sige ba?
Shudder.
Isn't time for a break here!
Ready, steady, go!
Not breaking a sweat!
Beg for mercy.
Yan, last. Isa na lang.
Nice and spicy!
Bring this quickly!
I don't understand what you're saying in the comment section. Please, can you translate it in English?
Booba, get them! You're toast! Let's dance!
At last, nahirapan tayo doon. Oo nga ba, tagay si Yola. Previous na season si Yola eh, pero hindi ko lang na ano. Sayang.
Shudder.
Elevator. Okay, elevator tama nga.
That's where they put the diagram!
That's where they put the diagram. Siyempre, may kalaban.
I guess there's no other option but to fight!
Yes. There's no other options. Just fight me.
Shudder.
Cool it!
Freezing.
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Froze. Flying in the air.
Yeah, crush.
Out of the frying pan!
No escape! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! I must collect myself.
They're healers. Na naman.
Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine.
There we go. Let's just make sure na hindi makapag-heal yung wave. Need to take down the
Freeze!
Healers, excuse me. Okay, thank you. Sige,
attack.
Cool it!
May natalo siya. Remaining na lang yung stock. May dalang stock sa factory.
Don't get frostbite. Crush!
There you go. At last.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You
So I guess
suddenly
I'm gonna
appeared
end my
at just
live
the
stream,
right
guys.
moment.
It's almost sobra na.
Yeah,
Our
about that.
limit is only 10 p.m.
Because you stole my targets by attacking the
I
Fatui
guess I'm
I'd
gonna
been
end
tracking
this
earlier.
quest, then we're gonna end our stream, guys.
I
So
came
we're
to exact
gonna,
my vengeance. You
play
tried to do
the
my job
king
for me,
tomorrow.
and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming, and mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
This is the end of the quest at last. Completed! Yes! So that's it, guys. We're gonna end our stream. We're done with the quest of Viola. I think it is right here. Request. Where's Iola? Completed. Maybe the completed at the last one. Nawala na dito. It's gonna be the quest is gone already. There's no completed. So there are plenty of quests we need to finish or unlock. So we cannot proceed to follow the wind going to Inazuma because of this. BC completed the quest. Eliminated beast of the sea clouds. So eliminated beast of the sea clouds. Probably we're going to finish this first. Talk to G Chamber Secretary. So yun guys. Thank you so much for watching my live stream. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Meron din in Kanomiya. Ala. See? Pag na-burst ka kay Razor, wag mo siya i-switch out na probably, magiging last kapag meron tayong special skill niya na, yung Q. Probably yan yung last natin. Hanggang antayin natin mawala ulit. So probably yung build talaga build ni Razor dapat defense, no? Para matagal yung damage, no? Crit defense. Para siya yung magiging tank. So I guess guys, I'm gonna end my live stream for today, guys. We're gonna live stream tomorrow. Maybe we can early, mga 6 PM siguro. Or maybe late na kasi may gagawin tayo tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow. Sunday. We'll see. I will try my best na makapag-live stream tayo sa gabi. Okay. Bandit ako. Maganda kay siya. Oo nga. Sis na. So yun, exit lang, teleport lang tayo, exit lang tayo dito. Ayan. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitch, and also our TikTok. Meron tayong TikTok content, and we are 2 hours and 30 minutes live stream. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next live stream. Have a great day, everyone, and happy Sunday po bukas. Salamat, and good night, guys. Bye bye.